Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Do that. Make sure I'm getting that name right. Derek Chauvin. Yep, okay, that's right. Yep. Alright, there we go. So you add the name of the game here. Let's see here. And I guess I'll save that then. I'll start adding these streams to my playlist here, so yeah. Alrighty, and there we go now. So, to anyone who's going to watch and or listen to the stream, this is a stream I'm primarily doing to celebrate the conviction of Derek Chauvin, or Derek Chauvin, however you pronounce his name. I should probably learn the pronunciation of the name because I'm probably going to be hearing this for quite some time here. But either way, yeah, the fucker was found convicted on all 3 charges, and for the most part, it is glorious. I am just currently setting up the stream right now to make certain that certain things are going to be coming through. And yeah, so let's see. Let me go and do it on Facebook. So let's see. Celebrating Derek Chauvin conviction with drunk stream. I copy and paste that. Okay. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Oh, nice. Shoe on Head said something. Hold on for a second. Let me go ahead and mute this game real quick just to see what exactly is being said here real quick. Hold on. Let's see here.
Thank you, George Floyd, for sacrificing your life for justice. Thank you, George Floyd.
What the fuck, Nancy Pelosi? Holy shit. Out of all the fucking things that she could have said about this, she spoke that. Well, I guess it shouldn't surprise me whatsoever. I mean, Nancy Pelosi is that sort of out of touch. I mean, holy fucking hell. Anyways, let me go ahead and do the stream here real quick. Celebration. Let me share the link. Discord I'm in. Let's see here. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Anything else that's No, not really. Okay. Alright, there we go. Oh, gotta enable the sound, of course. You can tell I'm kind of drunk because normally I wouldn't have missed that. So, even when I'm high, I'm normally not missing stuff like that. But, yeah, okay, so, let's see here. Here's another shot. By the way, I'm drinking Roca Patron Silver in celebration. So, and this is going to be about my 5th shot, yeah. By the way, I'm using water as a chaser for the record, for those of you wondering. Wait. Hold on, what the fuck? Oh, that's Ancient Gods, my bad. I was about to say. I just picked the wrong one. Let's look at the tutorials. Player mode codex. Huh. Codex tutorials. What the heck is that? Oh, I see. I see now. Okay. Okay. So last time I had a bit of a tism here due to the simple fact that there was a god awful fucking just cursor right in the middle of my thing there. So, you know, oh, weird. This didn't save my things here. Well, I'm gonna put that there. Gonna have that. Huh. Huh. It looks like my Sentinel thing didn't take. Weird, okay. So I don't have the, Yeah, it is pretty early for me, but I wanted to go ahead and do a little bit of a Derek Chauvin bit here. You know, primarily because he was found, he has justice, you know? Come on, I know you're gonna jump up here. Damn, fucking hell. Let's get behind him there. I have to wait for this guy. Yeah, but how you doing, Beaver? What's up, man? Anything going good with you, man? I just got the news that Derek Chauvin just got found guilty of, well, all of the charges that was supposed to go to him. First, second, first, second. Second and third degree murder, along with manslaughter charges. Yeah, that's what it was. And to be perfectly honest, I'm kind of happy in that regard, because I was actually kind of expecting there to be like literally no form of justice to go on that. You know, interestingly enough, for some reason, some people are kind of tuning into this whole thing and are making some weird cases like Derek Chauvin was found guilty because he's white. Which it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? No. Like, he was found guilty because he was like murdered someone. Like straight up, even his own co-workers would not even stand by him. So I have to wonder, where exactly is this kind of take coming from? You know? So. Let's see here. How do we get that one up there? Because I need to gain one here. Let's see here. Okay. Seems like I gotta go ahead and get a key for that one. But yeah, it is kind of late for, it is kind of early for me. But as I said before, I'm celebrating. I'm also drinking, by the way, some Rocco Patron. If you want to go and join me, go ahead. I'm up to my 6th shot, and I'm about to take a 7th here, and I'm gonna let it settle. It normally takes 7 shots for me starting out just to start getting drunk, so you know. I have a lot of mass on me. That's why it takes a while for me to go ahead and get started. And that's my 7th. Time to wait for everything to develop. Get into a nice little drunken haze. Go ahead and start it. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. There's something over there. Okay, so I've got to find a way up through there. Well, I'll come back to all of this when I can. But anyways, yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of a celebration stream, you know? I mean, there's nothing really wrong with celebrating the conviction of an obviously guilty man who killed George Floyd. And some people might be a little bit upset about that, but hell, fuck them. Don't really care. I mean, I care in so much as I do in the sense of like wanting to address their misinformation. But, you know, I can only take so much bullshit before I just say, you know what, fuck it. These people, they're just delusional, really. So, thank you, real quick. By the way, is my voice coming out through alright? Beforehand I noticed that it was pretty crackly for the most part. Let me go ahead and check real quick. Hold on. Let me check. Testing. So it was pretty crackly for the most part. Let me go. Okay, it's not. For some reason it seems to die down a little bit at some point. Not too sure why my voice becomes crackly. It might be something to do with the long-time usage of this. Like, the longer I use it, the more crackly it becomes. In which case, it might be a connection issue. If it's a connection issue, then that would probably make sense. So... let's see here. Okay, there's that. Okay, so I'm guessing I have to go a little bit further in order to find out what's what there. Okay. Well, I'm gonna continue anyways.
My brothers and sisters, let's hope to make our friends' transition into their new world a comfortable one.
Okay. See here. Okay, so I have to pick one of these anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one then. And I get back to the Sentinel area, I'm gonna go ahead and choose stuff going on there, so yeah. There we go. What the fuck was that supposed to be, I wonder? Fuck this little asshole. There we go. Trying to manage my armor so they always come out at max, so you know. So, what you doing today, man? That you're wasting your time with me, a no-name news streamer, exactly. Talking to you, Beaver, by the way. You're the only person that's here, actually. I mean, I got my excuse in the sense that I'm actually kind of wasting time as a streamer because I've got nothing else to do. What's your excuse exactly for wasting time with me? And there seems to be a lot of secrets that probably going to be double backing on at some point. Oh nice, this actually moves into over here. Huh, didn't even notice that. Oh, hey Beaver, there was something I wanted to go ahead and mention with you, by the way, since you're here. I'm talking to you directly. You said that fascism earlier a while ago was basically a useless buzzword. Can you explain what you mean by that? Because to me, anyways, yes, fascism has somewhat become of a buzzword as of late. However, for the most part, when it comes down to it, my particular issue is the fact that fascism does have a representative meaning towards it, and even if people are misusing the term, it really doesn't matter because we do actually have like actual references to what fascism is, more or less. Oh, I guess did it leave? Did it leave? I was just gonna chat with him about that. Like, see here, participants. Yeah, no, he left. I guess that wasn't a topic he was willing to discuss. Whatever. Anyways, for the purposes of the stream, I was going to go ahead and reference Umberto Eco's Fascism, the article in and of itself, which mainly describes various different elements of fascism which can exist. In fact, let's go ahead. Oh, hey, is that you, Autistic Beaver? I was talking with you earlier and you kind of left out, so... No one in the participants area. Anyways, let's go ahead and read this a little bit, just for the purposes of what it is I was going to address here on screen, in case if he comes up across it yet. Let's see here. Is it showing up on screen? Nah, it's not. I guess I got... Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's showing up now. Okay, so this is the main article that I'm referring to with regards to what I define as fascism. As you can see here, it was written in 1995, way before the whole thing of fascism becoming a buzzword became a thing, if you would. Maybe it was becoming a buzzword with Bill Clinton, but I seriously doubt it. So I want to go ahead and point out here that there are a number of sentiments that are listed out here in numbered form, if you would, which more or less kind of contribute to the definition of fascism in the modern day and era. So it's like this. The first feature of fascism is the culture of tradition. Traditionalism is, of course, much older than fascism. Not only was it typical of counter-revolutionary Catholic thought after the French Revolution, but it was born in the late Hellenistic era as a reaction to classical Greek rationalism. In the Mediterranean basin, people of different religions started dreaming of revelation perceived at the dawn of human history. Yada yada yada. New culture had to be syncretistic. Syncretism is not only, as the dictionary says, the combination of different forms of belief or practice, such as a combination must tolerate contradictions. Each of the original messages contain a silver of wisdom, and whenever they seem to say different or incompatible things, it is only because all are alluding allegorically to the same primeval truth. So it basically references primeval truth. And you can go into this on regards, such as, for example, traditionalism implies the rejection of modernism. For those of you who don't know, modernism is simply the regurgitation of the notion of modernity, aka the notion of rights, privileges, and notions found within the Enlightenment. It even mentions it in here. Enlightenment, the age of reason, is seen as the beginning of modern depravity. In this sense, fascism can be defined as irrationalism. And it goes on. Irrationalism also depends on the cult of action for action's sake. Well, there are plenty of examples of that. I don't think we really need to involve that much regarding like what it is we're referencing. I mean, the entire Trump. describes most of the Trump administration and most of his goons. You have no synchronistic faith can withstand analytical criticism. The critical spirit makes distinction and distinguish is a sign of modernism. And to distinguish is a sign of modernism. In modern culture, the scientific community praises disagreement as a way to improve knowledge. For fascism, disagreement is treason. Well, what have we seen of that regard? And the list goes on. You can go ahead and go over this if you want. It's about 9 pages long, so it's pretty in-depth while at the same time being pretty damn brief. So, for those of you who want to go ahead and check out this link here, I've linked it in the chat right there to the side. If you guys want to check out the chat, you can. But suffice to say, that's what I mean when I say fascism. So, you know, fascism, saying fascism is a useless buzzword is honestly a buzzword in and of itself. Or rather, not probably a buzzword, a buzz phrase, more accurately. But yeah, to Beaver, who might necessarily listen to the stream, or to anyone going into the context of the topic here, just note that that's where I'm coming from here. So I really don't care whether or not people are misusing or abusing the term fascism, and it has since become quote-unquote meaningless in certain political circles. That to me is completely irrelevant to what my issues are with regards to what it is I'm saying when I say that someone is a fascist or someone has turned into a complete fascist. I'm referencing Ertuğrul Umbeko's frame of reference here. And I think it should be known... Let's see, I'm kind of stuck here. And I think it should be known, for the most part, that when it comes down to it, like, people can misuse something, and that something could still have value in it. For example, feminism. I mean, there are a lot of feminists who more or less put forth the idea of equality amongst the sexes, but reduce it down to the notion of, oh, only feminine equality of the sexes matter. Which is just a really bizarre take, in all honesty. You know, only equality of the female sexes matter, and there is no equality to be had between male sexes because the male sexes are inherently in some way, shape, or form just, well, in power. That there is no way to have an equality in that regard. That's just untrue. There's all kinds of balance of powers in that regard. I think the article called me a fascism. Well, here's the thing here. If you believe in any of those sets of articles and what it's recalling, and what it's going over in any regard, with regards to the various different numbers, not all of them have to be true for the record. There are degrees of fascism that you can believe in and engage in without necessarily being a full-on fascist. But that doesn't mean that it's not fascism. So, you know, you're going to have to reconcile that yourself. If you have a problem with that, then you have a problem with that. I'd like to hear what your issues are with it, more or less, but I don't think it's really at all relevant to the overall point that fascism as a meaningless buzzword isn't exactly as simple as you make it out to be. Okay, that's why I have to go then, so... Oh, your fascism. Okay, let me go ahead and explain what that means exactly. What the your means, etymology, through etymology. The your prefix is simply a German reference, really. It's meant to be seen as the, or the, or out, or, you know, in other words, it's meant to reference a primitivological language, if you would. It's not meant to, in any case, reference the fact that you are a fascist. It's meant to reference the primitive nature of what fascism is. Your fascism is simply just a German pronunciation of the word primitive. So take your and replace it with proto-fascism. You know, meaning that this is the most simplistic notion of fascism that we have at this point in time here. So, you know, it's a German pronunciation. You can see it on screen here. So, it says prefix meaning original, earliest, primitive, from German, out of, original, from Proto-Germanic. So, we can kind of, it's basically the same thing as saying Christianism or Platonism, in other words. It's referencing Platonism as an Platonism before Platonism was even a thing that was written down, in other words. Do you get what I'm saying here, Beaver? It's not meant to say that you're a fascist. It's meant to say fascism, as in proto-fascism. Hope that helps. The lists and the numbers are meant to be far more important than anything else. So, yeah, it's a German language thing. Let's see. Okay, I see how I'm supposed to do this now. There we go. Totems when this despawn until the buff totem is destroyed. Melee the totem to remove. Okay, with that, I wonder, would that institute a blood punch? I'm kind of curious here. If gay means happy, then consider me homophobic. Oh yeah, that's kind of an interesting point there, reference towards gay or whatever. But I don't think that's the same thing exactly, because means proto, whereas gay could mean you're having a gay day, Whereas in another context, it's like, you're gay, aren't you? Yep, I certainly am. That could mean either being happy or just being homosexual. So, that's really all that is. Language in context and how it's used and how it's intended to be used and how it's intended to be taken is kind of an important thing to understand here. But it's something that I think that a lot of people really don't get. Let me go ahead and find that buff totem here. It's on here. Okay, these guys are really fucking fast, man. Fucking hell. Okay, I've got to find that goddamn buff totem, man.
Remember, demon can be an offensive term. Refer to them as mortally challenged.
Oh, there's the meme there. Funny. Fuck, okay, these things are gonna spawn in here endlessly until I... There we go. Fucking shitbag. So... There we go. So yeah, when I say fascism, I don't necessarily mean it as a flippant term, as if like, oh, anyone can be a fascist or whatever, right? It's like a meaningless term. No, I'm specifically referencing fascism. And for the record, I also want to point out here that corporatism also is a element of fascism as well. Like outright corporatism. Like if you have a corporate system, it's likely that it's fascist in nature. And when I say corporatism, I obviously mean the systems into which most corporate entities tend to invite by, in which they seek to replace government interference with that of corporate interference, while at the same time deciding what regulations and what standards that they will abide by. AKA, in other words, self-regulatory bodies on capital making. Hope that makes sense. So, well, if the demons invade Earth in 8 months, and it is what it is, you know. There's not really much we can do about it, other than maybe pray to God that we have a Slayer coming by. So, yeah. Okay, I don't have an alternate mod which I can cycle through this in. Oh, shit. Pinkies. Huh. Forgot about that. Okay then. Let's see here. I'll complete 3 missions. Well, will we have to find him and bury him in a coffin? Because I think that would kind of complicate things. I mean, we would have to travel to hell. We would have to have like an energy shortage that would make us go to hell and whatnot. And then we'd have to find like a scientist willing to be a cultist, if you would, for the forces of hell. I think that sounds like way too much fucking work. Yeah, okay, let's damn, okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back to this one then. Clearly. Huh. Oh, okay, so that's what that was. That was the yellow gore key, okay. I have to go back to a couple of previous levels and level up my lives, because I think I'm losing some unnecessarily. So. But yeah. I hope you get what it is I'm saying in returns of what it is I'm saying with reference towards fascism. you know, I don't use anyone else's reference other than my own point, which is like, I usually make it in the sense that I listen to what people are advocating and what people are saying, and then I make a determination of whether or not it actually clicks or is being put forth on any one of those lists, which means for me you have to have at least 3 or 4 of the criterias that are on that list, which is pretty extensive. I think it gives like 13. Let me double check real quick. So I think it gives 13 lists on that regard. Just making sure I got it. Oh, no, it's 14, so my bad. But basically you have to hit at least 3 of these in order to be a fascist. Which, incidentally enough, most corporate execs tend to hit all 3. So, and considering the fact that corporatism is fascism, I think that's a reasonable criteria to go through. I mean, I don't know about you, but that's my criteria anyways. Do you have any issue with that, or... Because, you know, I would like to have some kind of reference in that regard. Oh, he left. I guess he didn't like my commentary or found it boring or whatever. I mean, I'm looking for legitimate criticisms here, but whatever. It is what it is, I guess. Okay, how am I gonna go ahead and, Oh, there's another key there. And then... Oh, hold on. Okay, nope. Which honestly, I think the... Oh, hey, Luca. I wasn't aware that you would be coming on over. How you doing, man? I'm doing good myself. I was just talking to Beaver about fascism and a little bit of a topic from beforehand. So, it was on a previous stream. I'm kind of lost here a little bit. Sure. Okay, am I supposed to go here, I guess? Yeah, follow the line, so, you know. But I'm doing good, you know. I'm just sort of celebrating. There we go, yeah. I'm sort of celebrating the Derek Chauvin case, you know, for him getting convicted.
Earth is the melting pot of the universe.
Melting pot of the universe. Interesting. Oh, and here we go. Okay, let's look at the area in that regard. Gain speed after performing kill. Okay, I think that would probably be useful. Let me look at the other ones here. Because how long and means stagger. 2. Let's look at this. Blood punch, shockwave, drop health. Okay. Enemies. Alright, gonna keep that. Yeah, I think this one will probably be best here. Obviously, I'm gonna have to go ahead and put in another one here. But yeah, like I said, I just had my 7 shots. I'm just waiting for things to settle up here. And I'm making sure to get properly drunk before I go ahead and get some more. In fact, actually, now that I think about it, I think it's time for another shot here. So, Roca Patron Silver, for those of you who don't know. So, the source of the profile pic. It's a very interesting story, actually. Hold on. Are you familiar with an individual named Woodrow Wilson? He's he's one of the presidents of the United States, right, I think like right after Teddy Roosevelt. And the source of the picture is actually about him. Most people don't know the story of the picture. But let's see, which president was he again? Let me see here. Yeah, 28th. He was the 20th president, and the laughing picture was about him. It's funny too because Teddy Roosevelt himself, that's who the picture is of, was asked the question of, what are your thoughts on Woodrow Wilson and his academic credentials in terms of his academic work on rehabilitating the South, or rather his work on attempting to portray history. And his response was to literally just laugh it off. He didn't really give an answer, he just laughed, indicating that he didn't really find Woodrow Wilson credible in the least. Most people don't know this, but there was a huge problem with Woodrow Wilson engaging in like outright just fundamental racist notions. I mean, you probably have heard about Wilson engaging in something called A Birth of a Nation. You know, he was the one who screamed that shit at the White House. You know, gave it some legitimacy it did not deserve at all. You know. And as a result of all of this, we've had over 100 years of just racism in this fucking country. In a lot of ways that was built up around the KKK. If it wasn't for his involvement in that, we would have had a huge bit of a progressive stint in giving certain groups the rights that they necessarily needed to advance their lives and their communities. So, in a sense, that's where the picture kind of comes from. That's the source of the picture. You know, most people don't know that because they aren't aware of the history in that regard. But that is the history. Damn. Okay. So, yeah. It's always fascinating to find out the history behind certain figures and what they actually believed in any regard. Primarily because it gives us like a snapshot as to, in some regards, the history of what was going on in some cases. So, you know. And without it, we would probably be in the dark in a lot of ways. The can marker will periodically empower a demon that has killed another player in the campaign. So yeah, I also picked it primarily because also he's like my favorite fucking president ever. So there's another reason for why it is that you should probably pick someone like, you know, Teddy. I mean, there's kind of a joke going around the internet that Teddy is the Chad of the entire, well, of everything. You know, he's a Chad centrist. Everyone loves him. Even people like Ben Shapiro, who you would think would hate him because of his trust busting stuff and because he got into the whole trust busting industry and whatnot in regards to reeling corporate interest in. But no, he likes him because of like a number of other things. Because of his insistence on creating national parks and national resources for people to move. So yeah, I mean, Teddy Roosevelt is one of those kind of guys that you can speak endlessly good things about without even getting an ounce of bad shit about. So, but yeah.
2 more keys will be required to open the passage. Find them.
Wait, it seriously teleported me over here? Why? I gotta wonder. Why did it teleport me over here? Oh well.
Sometimes evolution just needs a little push. And here at the UAC, we push hard.
Huh. That is very ominous for a corporate speak logo, honestly. Oh, there it is. So, yeah. But yeah, that's basically the story behind my profile picture. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. There we go. Huh, infinite ammo, huh? Nice. I'm not going to be using any of these cheat codes, but it's nice to know that they're there. So yeah, I'm going to have to go back and figure out how to get some of those, but yeah, whatever. So, go there, so just making sure I've got everything now. Fucking shit. This little pinky demon. Wait. Unable to contact Steam online rewards XP and other online progress will not be available. Hold on, wait. Seriously? Okay, what's going on with this exactly? What's this shit? Wait, my Steam thing isn't coming online. Okay, let's see what's going on with my Steam account here. Okay, it says I'm online here, but why is my thing saying I'm not? Hold on. Oh, gritty. Now I see what's going on. Somehow my thing just went offline. Go offline. Oh, goody. Yeah.